How are you feeling today?
Overall, I'm here and I'm functioning, and I feel, I feel really grateful to be moving through the world. I think, I'm okay.
Aubrey Plaza has finally spoken out after 8 long months since the heartbreaking passing of her husband, Jeff Baena, back in January. She opened up on Amy Poehler's podcast, sharing how she's been coping and what life has been like without him. And honestly, it's raw, emotional, and so real. Aubrey is being vulnerable yet strong, admitting it hasn't been easy for her at all. And people are giving Amy Poehler so much credit here too, because she brought up such a sensitive topic with genuine care, more like a close friend than a host. It's exactly the kind of space Aubrey needed, and fans are appreciating Amy for handling it with that kind of warmth and respect. Naturally, this whole conversation has stirred up a lot of emotions and reactions online. And trust me, you'll want to hear everything that went down. So here's what went down. Aubrey Plaza, who you probably know from The White Lotus and Parks and Rec, sat down with Amy Poehler on her podcast Good Hang, and Amy went straight in asking her how she's been holding up through what she called a terrible, terrible, tragic year.
Terrible, terrible, tragic year.
Yeah.
You lost your husband. You've been dealing with that, and you've been looking for all different ways in which to feel and find support. And I think I would, on behalf of all the people who feel like they know you and the people who do know you, how are you feeling today?
Aubrey's response? Honestly, it was heartbreaking, but also kind of inspiring. She said, right, in this very, very present moment, I feel happy to be with you. Overall, I'm here and I'm functioning. I feel really grateful to be moving through the world. I think I'm okay, but it's like a daily struggle, obviously.
Right in this very, very present moment, I feel happy to be with you. I feel overall I'm here and I'm functioning, and I feel, I feel really grateful to be moving through the world. I think I'm okay, but it's like a daily struggle.
Wow, that's as real as it gets. For those who don't know, Aubrey's husband, Jeff Baena, who directed her in movies like Life After Beth and The Little Hours, tragically took his own life earlier this year at just 47 at their home in LA. At the time, Aubrey and his family put out a joint statement calling it an unimaginable tragedy. And you can really feel the weight of that in her words now. Baena wasn't just some random guy in Hollywood either. He had more than a dozen directing and film credits under his belt. His big break came when he wrote and directed Life After Beth, that quirky zombie comedy starring, of course, Plaza herself.
What's going on?
I wrote this for you.
This sucks.
Well, if you could just listen to your heart.
Zach, what's happening to me?
You ate a guy!
Oh, what do you want from me, Zach? I'm a zombie! Zombies eat guys!
Later, he went on to create Cinema Toast, an anthology series that aired on Showtime in 2021. And fun fact, it wasn't just his project, it also ended up being Plaza's own directorial debut.
Be warned, this will shock, alarm, repulse, and revolt you.
Wow, the White House.
I know. There she is.
Waste a powerful potion on a man.
Come on, we can't let this executive position get between us.
The two first met back in 2011 and started dating not long after. Fans had always been curious about their relationship, but they managed to keep most of it pretty private. That is until May 2021, when Plaza casually dropped the bomb on Instagram, calling Baena her darling husband. Yep, that's how everyone found out they had actually tied the knot. Plaza was 40 at the time, and the post immediately made waves since no one even knew they were married. And of course, once Plaza's little Instagram reveal shook fans, a rep later confirmed to People that yep, the couple had officially tied the knot. No speculation, no guessing games. It was the real deal. Plaza had actually given a little peek into how their relationship worked way back in 2019 during a People interview. She explained, I think that one of the great things about our careers is that we are forced to be independent. Take little breaks, go off and do our things and come back. Basically, the secret sauce to keeping things fresh was not being glued together 24/7. She added that it's actually kind of fun because nothing ever feels the same. And while you obviously don't want to be a apart too much, she believed there's definitely a way to make it all work, and that it's all about finding the balance. Pretty refreshing to hear, especially coming from two people who've managed to stay strong while juggling Hollywood schedules. During her chat with Polar, Plaza gave what she called a really dumb analogy, using the Apple sci-fi horror The Gorge to explain what the aftermath of her grief felt like.
This is like a really dumb analogy, and it was kind of a joke at a certain point, but like I actually mean it. Did you see that movie, The Gorge?
No.
Okay.
Horror movie?
It's like a alien movie or something
Okay.
with like Miles.
She said, it's like an alien movie with Miles Teller. There's a cliff on one side, a cliff on the other, and a gorge in between filled with all these monster people trying to get them. I swear, when I watched it, I was like, that's what this feels like, what my grief is like, or what grief could be like.
There's like a cliff on one side, and then there's like a cliff on the other side, and then there's like gorge in between, and it's like filled with all these like monster people that are trying to get them. And like I swear, when I watched it, I was like, that is like feels like what my grief is.
Plaza went on to explain how it's this constant presence. Sometimes she wants to dive into it, sometimes she just watches from afar, and other times she's trying to get away. But no matter what, it's always there. And those monster people, they're always trying to get her, just like in the movie.
At all times, there's like a giant like ocean of just awfulness that's like right there, and I can like see it. And like sometimes I just want to like just dive into it and just like be in it, and then sometimes I just like look at it, and then sometimes I'm like I just try to get away from it, but it's always there. It's just always there, and the monster people are trying to get me like Miles Teller.
It's a raw, weirdly relatable way to put grief into words. Messy, overwhelming, and impossible to ignore, just like the movie. And of course, fans didn't hold back in praising Amy for the way she navigated such a sensitive moment. One person wrote, Amy handled this interview with the skill of a seasoned talk show host and the empathy of a great-grandmother who's lived through 3 wars. Another added, props to Amy for her people skills. Knowing when a moment needs space, but also when you can make it lighter with jokes and laughter, is such an amazing skill to have, sending continuous love to Aubrey. It's clear people admired the balance Amy struck. Serious when it mattered, yet comforting enough to give Aubrey the space she needed to share her heart. Plaza shared how grateful she feels for the people and connections in her life, even while carrying the pain of losing Baina. She explained that being able to talk and spend time with Polar brought her comfort, but she also made it clear, grief isn't something that just disappears. It lingers, and she's still learning to live with it day by day. And honestly, it's just as commendable that Aubrey chose to be so open and brave about something so deeply personal. What do you all think about this moment? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and as always, we'll be back with another video soon. Check out my previous videos to stay updated on the latest and hottest teas. See y'all later!